You're paying a branding tax, and today we're ripping the receipt. Big name tools keep climbing in price, but Home Depot's new arrivals are beating them on real job site performance and cost.
The announcement comes as Home Depot reported lower than expected earnings on Tuesday, saying customers are putting projects on hold. Also, stubborn mortgage rates are not helping, and lower home sales also affecting the company's bottom line.
As customers use their stimulus checks, keeping demand for home improvement products resilient. Still, that was less than Home Depot's 31% increase. Lowe's posted a huge sales gain Wednesday, but not big enough to match that of arch-rival Home Depot. The home improvement retailer's quarterly same-store sales jumped nearly 26%.
If you've ever overpaid for a driver that still stalls, this is for you. Let's start with 2 proof points. A Metabo HPT jigsaw that cuts smooth at a fraction of Festool-level prices, and a $30 to $40 Klein rechargeable light that refuses to flicker or quit. By the end, you'll know which 9 arrivals outperform tools costing 2, 3, even 4 times more. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video.
We also have a warning now from Home Depot to the warning customers that some of its prices are going up, some of its deals may be going away. Lara's got that story.
I do. DIYers will have to dig a little deeper as America's largest home improvement retailer does plan to raise prices. One of the big factors is the tariff situation. Almost half of Home Depot's inventory comes from overseas, and the cost from tariffs on imported products will unfortunately be passed on to consumers. The CEO of Home Depot also warning they will have to cut promotions on things like outdoor grills, patio sets, gardening products due to what he calls general economic uncertainty.
What if the smoothest cut on the site and the one light that always turns on don't wear the fancy crest and ring up for a third of the price? That is not a stunt. It is the gap between what branding sells and what the job needs. Here is the problem. Big names ride on past wins and hike the sticker while the core pieces, the motor, the switch gear, the housing, do not always match the hype. You pay premium money, you get stalls when the blade grabs, lights that warm up and dim, and cases that flex when you lean on them. The fix is simple. Buy the tools that return the most work per dollar. Home Depot's latest batch includes several that do exactly that.
Some stores out there like Walmart is now warning prices could go up because of tariffs. Home Depot says that's probably not going to happen at its stores. So the Atlanta-based company is sticking with its full-year sales forecast. Home Depot expects its sales to grow by 2.8% this year. At Home Depot, the executive there told CNBC that most of their products come from the United States, so tariffs are not a big issue. The company also warned, or actually worked, to reduce how much it imports from China.
The cost most folks do not count is time. A tool fails at the cut, you back off and redo the line. A light flickers, you stop to reseat the cell or swap batteries. Chargers that do not talk to your pack mean you carry extras and double-check every plug. You pay at the register, then you pay in delays, returns, and trips back for parts. That is the quiet bleed. Let's start with a blade and wood test you feel in your hands. The Metabo HPT brushless jigsaw shows up with a motor that starts clean, stays steady, and keeps the shoe planted. Woodworkers report smooth arcs, square exits, and less tear out even on finicky plywood.
Well, Metro Atlanta-based Home Depot is making a multi-billion-dollar move. The retailer announced Monday it's buying the building supply distributor GMS. The deal is worth about $4.3 billion. Home Depot says the deal will help grow its business among roofers, electricians, and other professionals. The purchase will be made through Home Depot's subsidiary SRS Distribution and is expected to close early next year.
The cut tracks like it has a rail under it, but the price sits well under the lacquered boutique options. You get control, not swagger. Why does it work? The guts. Brushless motors waste less energy and hold speed under load. Orbital mode step the stroke so chips clear and the blade does not chatter. A rigid base plate keeps the blade plumb so your kerf does not wander. Those 3 pieces decide if your line stays true, not the badge. Consistent kerf control beats prestige when the board is $70 a sheet.
Shares of Home Depot slid as much as 5% on Tuesday after the world's top home improvement chain missed quarterly earnings estimates and forecast a bigger drop in full-year profit, likely amplifying concerns over a slowing economy. Home Depot got the ball rolling in a week packed with earnings reports from big box retailers, including Walmart and Target. The shift in tone from the company comes as tariff-driven economic uncertainty stalls big-ticket renovations and do-it-yourself projects. Home Depot executives said that a widely expected pickup in demand from easing U.S. interest and mortgage rates.
Now let's move on to light you can trust when your hands are full. The Klein rechargeable LED is compact, charges with USB-C, and throws a steady beam. Users in this tier often complain that high-price, Pro, lights still flicker or fade as the cell sags. This one holds output and avoids the weak cell spiral at about $30 to $40. It is the small tool you use more than you plan to. The real kicker is why brightness sticks around. Honest lumen ratings matter, but heat control and cell health decide what you see after 5 minutes in a closed space. Good thermal paths keep LEDs from cooking and throttling. Battery cycle life keeps the pack from turning into a dim orange nightlight after a few months. MSRP does not keep a chip cool. Scale that lesson and the list gets interesting. 9 arrivals bring Pro output without the gold-plated bill. You get durable cases, smarter airflow, gutsy motors, and blades that last. No drama, just parts that hold up and make work move faster. Quick hits. A Makita Mac track rolling chest with full metal latches and a reinforced frame that does not twist when you stack it tall. A Milwaukee M18 packout fan that moves more air with less noise and locks into the system so it rides secure. A DeWalt 20VXR compact impact driver that hits hard for its size and fits tight spots without roasting your wrist. A Ryobi 18V1 Plus stick vac that runs off the same tool batteries, so you clean a van or a site without hunting a wall outlet. A rigid 16-gallon vac with a detachable blower, so one tank handles dust and leaves without a second motor to buy. A Husky 3-piece pliers set that keeps sharp jaws and a steady bite so wire does not slip. Diablo carbide oscillating blades that chew through mixed materials and keep teeth when cheaper steel taps out halfway through a box. So what is the takeaway? Stop funding the logo and start buying the work. Up next, we break down how to pick winners by the numbers. Torque claims, airflow, latch strength, and the handful of specs that function first wins. Cut accuracy, steady lumens, strong latches, that is how you pay once and move faster. The badge on the box does not swing the hammer or keep a blade true. It never did. Question one pricey tool in your kit this week. Price check the Metabo HPT jigsaw or the Klein rechargeable light, then read the real specs before you spend. If this gave you something to chew on, hit like, subscribe and share it with someone. You want the full playbook and the traps brands hide in the fine print? Next video breaks down warranty angles, battery ecosystems, and smart buys for your next run.